Do you struggle with the sketches? I'm gonna help. Okay, a little bit of business before the fun. Don't forget to go here. You can find out information about joining my team, register for crops and retreats, contact me to schedule a class so you can get some free stuff, and shop all my goodies. So I would love to see what you think. Head there and let me know. Today, we're going to be working with a creative memory sketch from the new sketchbook. And instead of one page, we're going to turn this into 2 pages. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm using some Christmas cheer, and let's go. Okay, so here's the sketch I'm talking about. They use these cute little, the bark and meow papers, and they made these adorable little dog and cat just by doing a little fussy cutting and using some of our custom cutting system shapes. We're not going to do puppies. We're doing Christmas, but we are going to turn this into 2 pages. So let's go. And we're going to do it the conservative way as well. So the first thing I want to do is stack 2 sheets of these are the same paper. And I'm going to cut the guts out of it. We're going to make a 2-inch frame. So I'm going to get a 1-inch frame, sorry. I'm going to get 2 of my binder clips. And I'm going to put my blade housing on the number 2, the edge of my blade housing. That means my blade is on the number 1. So I'm going to put a binder clip there so it can't go past that. And then down here, I'm going to put my blade housing on the 12, which means my blade is at the 11. And I'm going to put a binder clip there so it can't go past 11. Okay, I'm doing 2 at a time, saves time. And I'm lining it up at 1 and I'm cutting. And then I'm going to rotate to make sure they're still stacked. Lining it up at 1 and cutting. And still stacked. And rotate. Line up at 1. I've shown you guys this quite a few times. It's my favorite trick. Line up at 1 and cut. Okay. You can get rid of your binder clips. You're not going to need those anymore. And now what we have is a perfect frame for our page. And I'm just going to flip the insides over. So when you like both sides of a piece of paper, this is perfect. Let's get a couple white backer sheets. You could weld this. I think for today I'm gonna just put it on some scratch, some white backer sheets. So let's put both of these together real quick. Fun way to use up your paper and see both sides. So put the frames on. Perfect. These, we're gonna actually cut these to 6 inches. So set these aside for the moment. There we are. Okay, now we're going to cut these to 6 inches. So you'll have a 10 by 6. Okay, set those aside. Those are scrap. Now, these are going to go down here. And then we need 2 10 by 4s. And I love this gold paper. So I'm just gonna cut it at 4 twice. And then I'm gonna stack these 2 of those and cut 2 inches off. Scrap, and these go up top in the little hole. Then what we need is a fancy blade. You know I love the decal, but I think I'm gonna go Victorian for this Christmas page. And we're gonna cut a 1 3/4 inch strip twice. And we can do it in green or gold. And I think I'm gonna do green, as long as it's big enough. 1 3/4, which it's not. So we're gonna have to do gold. So 1 3/4, we do need a waist cut. So just line it up at that other cut line and cut a waist cut. And then we're gonna line up at 1 3/4, which happens to be the last line on the trimmer on this side of your mat. And then we need one more. Oops. 1 3/4. Perfect. All right, let's put our regular blade back in. Actually, no, let's not. Let's do 2 1 1/4 of this. No, not that yet. 1 inch. I might be changing my mind. Oh, that doesn't even go with this. Wrong paper. Let's see how wide this is. This is what happens when you try and use scraps. So we need 2 1 1/4 with the fancy blade. So I'm gonna cut a waist strip. Actually, I'm gonna cut this off. And then 1 1/4. So every little square on here is a 1/4 inch, if that helps with your measuring. And then 1 1/4, oops, I don't know why I keep doing that. 1 1/4, one more time. And then lastly, we need 2 1 inch pieces, and I'm gonna do that out of these words. So basically, all I'm doing is taking the sketch they gave us and doubling everything. And then once you get to putting your mats down and embellishing, that's where you might change things up a bit so that they match, but they don't look exactly the same. Okay, put your straight blade back in, put your other blade back underneath so you don't lose it. And I have some mats I want to use, but let's build our pages first. So we're just taping all this down. Filling up this hole. There we go. If you're not using our tape, I highly recommend it. You don't need a whole lot. It's good stuff. Okay, and then we need our gold pieces first. And they go right down the middle. of the whole page. There we go. I really love this gold paper. And you might want to make sure these line up. You won't be able to tell if there's a slight difference once it's in your book. That did not. I didn't get it straight. There we go. And then the green strip right down the center. And finally, our little blue strip with all the fun words. You might want to be able to read the words. That looks so good. All right, now we have our mats. So let's see what they did. They did a big one here, which I want to do, and I'm going to mat on this red that matches our paper and put it here. There's my little title block. And then I think we're going to need another one here. Or maybe down here. We'll reverse it. But I do want to use this one. I like that. And then I do have this tag I wanted to use for journaling. Maybe we just put it up there like that. And then let's do a couple 4x4s. So this is a piece of cranberry. It's part of the coordinating cardstock colors. Just gonna do 3 to start and see if that's enough. I liked how they had these stacked on the sketch. And then one up here maybe. And then I might need something here. I'm gonna do a cluster. Maybe I'll do a cluster here. Maybe we bring this down. And we do a cluster here. I think so. So I think I'm done with the trimmer. I'm gonna tape all this down. And then I have the fun embellishments, the little ornaments, or big ornaments. And maybe this needs to go here. You could cut the guts out of this. We could cut the guts out of this. Let's do that. Let's do a 1/2 inch thing. So we need to line this up at 1.5 inches and cut down to 6. No, cut down to 6.5, 7. Yeah. So we're lined up at the 1/2 inch. We're gonna go from the 1 1/2, which means our blade is at 1/2, and we're gonna cut down to 5. And we're gonna twist, line it up at 1/2 again, and we're gonna cut from 1 1/2 again until we want to cut till 6, so we're going to put our blade housing at 7. Rotate it 1/2 inch. So I'm just adding an inch to wherever I want to cut. So I want to cut from the 1/2 inch to the 4 inch. So I'm going to line it up at 1 1/2 and cut down to 5. And there is our perfect little mat. Oh, we need a little scissor. Didn't cut all the way through there. I got a little messy right here. Get my finger out of the way. Perfect. Okay. Now we're done with our trimmer, I think. So we had this guy here with the mat on it. Love that. Except for now we have to glue it all together. Let's be smart about this, Mandy. Let's tape this guy down. I have another boo-boo right here. Just gonna fold it back. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because I'm about to cover it up. Put our title block on. I love the mats for title blocks. I love doing this technique because then you get more out of your mats. And you can journal on this or just put a picture on it. And now I'm thinking, I have moved this guy around a lot. But I think I want this on the other side. And then we have our fabulous ornaments. This is the embellishments that came with the collection. And like the sketch, I want to do a big, thick, heavy cluster right here and maybe a little bit here. These are fun because you layer them. So find the ones that all match up. Looks like we have a couple duplicates. There's different sizes and shapes. Haven't got to play with these yet. So there's the fun decorations, and then these go with them and you just layer them. Actually, what I'm going to do is put them here by shape. This is the part of the program where it's kind of boring because I'm just sorting. Oh, that's totally different. Okay, so I love this one. I love that. Definitely want that. I also love these trees. And they go on this style. Ooh. That would be pretty. This gold is gonna look fabulous on my gold page. We also have some red with some gold behind it. And then I think we probably need to do a star. And I think that's it. I'm gonna go with that. So you can use these separately or together. You don't have to layer them if you don't want to. But I think they're gorgeous. I'm gonna put them away by their shape so that I don't have to do this again. Okay, now we have to decide. I definitely want this one over here, and we definitely need some red and maybe some gold. I kind of like that idea. Maybe I'll put a sticker down here of some sort. Let's tape all that together. I'm gonna get my silicone mat out. This was a promo. When they're gone, but sometimes things come back. So keep an eye out. The promos are awesome. Limited edition exclusive items. Most of the time they're a must. Like this silicone mat. And the reason I say it's a must is it's just so handy. And you don't get your pages all sticky. Or your tabletop. They're so pretty. I'm super excited for the holidays. I think I've told you guys my kids are going to be home and my husband, and that never happens. It's very rare for us all to be together, so I'm super excited. Okay, and then we have this guy. I probably should do foam squares on him too. Who am I kidding? Putting him over there on that journaling box. All right, so lastly, we have some stickers that I think we might want. And we have Happy Holidays, and we have Oh Christmas Tree, and we have a tree. So I don't think I need a lot of words. I do love this, the magic of Christmas, though. Love that. And maybe something over here. Merry Christmas. Cute. And then we need something here. And maybe it's just these gifts. We have a few gifts I can put on here. pop one up. So cute. What do y'all think? This needs something. How about deck the halls? And maybe a star. And a nutcracker. And maybe we should put something up here. I think a star and a nutcracker would be good. Cute. So we turned this one sketch into two, and it looks similar, but it gave us a good jumping off point to make a cute page. Okay, I hope you liked that. I hope you're as ready for the holidays as I am. I'm super excited. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to go here. You can shop all the items I just used. There's a link to my Creative Memories website on there, as well as all the other goodies. So go check it out. I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.